this is some interesting information that we are getting on a 2019 interview from Leslye Headland. Again, Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant.
Yeah, according to this was an interview, and she made some interesting comments about George Lucas. There we go.
This is like what we understand to be Star Wars, like the idea that like that only came from George Lucas, that only George Lucas holds the key for what we understand to be Star Wars is just untrue. And I think the prequels are an excellent example of that. I mean, the idea that like when you're hiring a director, that everyone is sitting in there waiting for George Lucas and not for the person who's going to know to hire Ralph McQuarrie. That's the problem. That's the misogyny and the problem with the auteur myth as it stands today, because they're not thinking this is the person that will hire the right people and this is the person that will be able to create the lookbooks and direct people to get them to that place. They're just thinking, do you have all the answers? And the truth is that nobody does, and anybody that says they do is lying.
Wait, so George Lucas doesn't?
The disrespect.
Wow.
Sounds like she's blaming George Lucas of a little bit of misogyny there.
Wow.
And that she tried to use the prequels as an example why George Lucas doesn't know Star Wars.
Bro, everybody knows I'm a prequel defender. And right there, that was the best thing to ever happen to prequels is her to slam it. Because now that's the side you're on. You're on Leslye Headland's side if you're a prequel hater.
Basically saying that George Lucas doesn't have all the answers for something that he created. He's birthed this Star Wars universe. He's put it all together, and she has the nerve to come out and say, to think that George Lucas is the only person that knows about what's going on in Star Wars is wrong. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? How do you say that? And then on top of it, how does Lucasfilm go to this person and go, we'll give you a Star Wars show. Here you go. You get a Star Wars show. You get a Star Wars show. I just don't get it. And they wonder why Lucasfilm is just set to flames right now, that even the mainstream media is coming out saying, yeah, I think Star Wars sucks. And now you have these interviews where Leslye, whatever her name is,
Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant.
Yeah, she's disrespecting George Lucas and basically saying he don't hold Star Wars in his hand. It's for everyone. It's misogynistic. It's all that. You have lost your freaking mind.
George Lucas clearly doesn't have literally every single answer of this massive universe he has created. If you want to get down to the nitty gritty of it, that's not the problem here. The problem here is the disrespect towards him and to bring misogyny into it and then just disrespect it. When you are part of Star Wars, you should walk in that door and go, thank goodness for George Lucas and look at what he has created. And we love what he's done and we appreciate this universe. She's going in there actively taking shots at him, bringing misogyny into it and just disrespecting the king maker himself, George Lucas. This is Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant, a disgusting human being that stood by knowing everything that was going on and said nothing. Now she's standing for women, standing against misogyny, all of that. Those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. This is another classic example of that. I will say, I don't know where Theory got this information from. I know it's a SoundCloud interview from what we're being told. If you've heard her previous comments, it's pretty easy to say 2 + 2 = 4 in this situation.
Absolutely.
So, because she is a bad person, and Lucasfilm continuing to just show us exactly who they are.